Now, I doubt there's going to be anybody here at first. But we're going to see. First, I've got to adjust the camera. Because, of course, Chaos Gremlins made it difficult. I was supposed to stream much earlier today, but several things occurred. One of them being my father's surgery. There was complications at first. He is good, though. He is out of surgery. They will not let him keep the gallstones. Not happy. I am one of those people. I would like to keep the gallstones my body made. But apparently, Daddy's gallbladder was so bad. That is not the case. Hello, Jade. Hello, Wicked. Are any of you in the path of this wicked storm coming our way? Where half of the United States is about to be covered in ice and snow. Hello, HG. Hope Starfather, Stardad, Starfather, Star Senior is well. He is sore. He is in pain. And he will need me for a few days. But he made it out. So thank you for asking. Dadu is okay. You're in the path as well, Natanya. Well then, I hope you guys are preparing. They removed the whole gallbladder. He only has 4 incisions, but his heart did have problems. It was very racy, and it showed some issues during surgery. So they are keeping him for observation tonight. And Hannah Galileo, Stars on, I miss you. I haven't been able to see you in a stream. I'm glad your dad is okay. I hope you are well. Yes, I am preparing for the bread, milk, eggs, and will be gone. Dunkin' will be open, though. Huzzah! Huzzah, huzzah. Yes, I am, whatchamacallit. I have gotten myself prepared. I have everything I need. Everything I'm going to require. We have 2 slightly rusted cans of butane, but you know what? It's not that big a deal. I mean, that is if we lose electricity. That is if we lose electricity. And the worst thing we can do is we can just scrub it off, seal it up. We got 2 cases of water bottles. We got 10 gallons of water. I'm going to take a shower tonight. Starman's going to take a shower tonight, so just on the offhand chance. We can't take one over the weekend. Friday we should be fine. It's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's gonna be a problem. Whew. I woke up at 7 a.m. and then fell back asleep, and then woke up again at 10 a.m. Fell back asleep. It was a whole day. Starts on. Oh, we're all snow prepping. So I got cat litter. Because the thing is, it is so cold right now in North Carolina that it doesn't matter if I buy cold food. It'll stay cold. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mass cook food tonight. So I'm going to cook chicken. I bought drumsticks were on sale for $4 for a massive package. I bought chicken thighs that were on sale. They're getting cooked tonight. And I'm going to make beef stew. So that is my plan for today after I get off stream. Starman is still at work. He's at work for another 2.5 hours. So my plan is I'm going to stream with you guys for a little bit. And on top of that, don't forget, guys, if you don't get snow, you're still set to get record, and I mean record, ice. Put nipples on those boobs. Just because Choco is not here to demand nip knobs doesn't mean I'm going to, Tony. Besides, they're getting covered soon. Hello, Luna. Hello, baby. Apparently, guys, if you're up towards the Michigan area and in that corridor, you need to be wary of exploding trees. Apparently, because it's going to get so cold, the moisture inside of a lot of the trees will expand and explode the trees. This is a real thing. Hubby bought $200 worth of meat yesterday. We're good. I did not buy that much. I bought $35 worth of meat. Just saying. Yes, it is La Luna. It is my dear Luna. Black cat, gotta take the cats to the vet tomorrow. Can't handle the black ice. Ooh. Let me see. I also today, we're under exploding. That's right, because you're in Michigan. Yeah, guys, just freaking crazy. Freaking crazy. When I heard that, I was like, this has got to be a joke. It is not a joke. It is not a freaking joke. It is not a freaking joke. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff we got to go over today, guys. A lot of stuff we got to go over today. But let's go over some of the first things. So, you guys all remember how in 2022, I lost my car. I was very emotional over it, my Passat. So, I sold the Elantra. The Elantra is officially gone. Ignore this. I picked at it the other day. Hello, freaks. Hello, Quiet Chris. Tomorrow's high is 2. Yeah, it's going to be really cold. It's going to be really cold over there, dude, so be careful. It's going down to the teens every night here. So that's where we're at here in North Carolina, specifically in my area. I've been in the purple corridor of this impending storm for a while. Supposedly it shifted, and that's why you guys are getting the exploding trees. So, everyone's been hyping this up since Sunday. I learned about it from a friend who's a meteorologist before I ever heard about it online. She spoke about it first. So that's how I know it's real. That being said, what I'm making sure of, and this is what I tell everybody to do, just make sure that you've got candles, you have the ability to keep yourself warm, you have access to water, because lines can freeze. Water lines can freeze, electricity can go out, all that can happen. And when that happens, you don't have the ability to protect yourself, which is why I got so much water. So, that's the first step. As I was saying, so when I sold the Elantra and I got rid of the Elantra, the guy who bought it from me, his dad owns the name of the restaurant that I'm helping out at. Okay? So where I'm helping out at, he said, he's a mechanic. The kid owns a mechanic shop. And so he bought the Elantra off of me because he said that he could probably get it fixed. Cool. And then he said he knows mechanics who can come and look at my car. And when they came and looked at my car, my Passat, they're claiming that all we need to do is spark plugs. Now, the only problem with that is that's what we thought last time, 4 years ago, when we replaced the spark plugs twice. And so they were supposed to be back a while ago with the pieces. They have not come back. I'm assuming too much shit went down. So I'm waiting. And I'm fine with that. Candle plus terracotta pot. Emergency heater. Excellent. I personally have a lot of blankets. And I got a lot of furry animals. So I got backup pet food. I got backup water. Googly moogly. So I'm okay. I am okay on all of that. I have a butane burner. I have 2 cans of butane. They are a little rusted, but honestly, I don't think it's the end of the world. You can pretty much just clean them and seal them up and you'll be good. So we have water. We have food. I'm going to cook everything tonight before any electricity goes out. If it does, because that's the biggest problem of where I live is the chance of losing electricity. That's our biggest thing. And I'll also make sure we have the charger for the car charged up. Yeah, and if you have electricity, do keep your heat up high because your pipes, the ambient heat from your house will help melt the pipes. So if your house is at 80 something degrees, you have a good chance of it. Make sure if there's ice developing on your AC unit You keep it, you keep it cleaned off. Keep track of that. Just be prepared. I am in the camp of I would rather be very prepared and very ready and nothing happen than have nothing ready, have all of it happen, and then I'm screwed. That's the key thing. You have to make sure that you are prepared. So I've made sure I'm prepared. I've done what I need to do. So that is my main topic in here, guys, because a fair portion of our country is getting hit with this. Over half the country is getting hit with this. From Oklahoma up to Michigan, over to Pennsylvania, down to almost Florida. So you need to be careful with that, guys. We need to be careful. We need to be smart. That's first of all. Second of all, I have found a solution to my lighting and to my camera problem. And I can't believe it was this simple. How many of you ever gone to a nail salon? And you see in the nail salon, there's that little bar. All we're getting here is just ice and snow getting hit by the swans and geese by the canal. But if you go to any nail salon, hold on, Luna. I gotta get my phone up so I can show the kids what I'm talking about. Yeah, Texas is gonna need all the help it can get. What's crazy is I served 2 customers last night that were in Texas for the last big freeze. Which was crazy to hear. Crazy. As the kids say, that's crazy work. But I will definitely say I am praying for everybody because it's going to be a wild ride. Check this thing out though, guys. It is the solution to my problems. It is literally a giant light bar that goes across the desk and even has a holder for cameras. Are you ready for the price? Because we were talking about, you know, how much that one from whatchamacallit would cost. The Logitech would cost me $500. This $54. How long is the storm supposed to last? The storm is supposed to last until Monday. Oh, girl, you need to pee. Feel a little bump right there where her bladder is. Couple of bands. Not even. What are you? What, baby? Exactly. It's a light bar. It's made for nail techs. What are you? Do you want to come up? Oh, you gotta come up, kid. Here we go. Oh, the stretch. Here you go, Aria. What old girl? Cat must pay the bean tax. It looks expensive. Exactly. That's what I like. It's efficient, but they're a dime a dozen because there's so many nail techs, so it's easy to get. Aria, what are you doing? Yes. Girl, you have been obsessed with me all... Oh, now you're leaving? Bitch, fuck you. The only downside to this item is I can't get it in blue. which I know is silly, but I'm upset. I can only get it in pretty pink and white and rose gold. But it does what I need it to do. It comes in different color lights, brightness. And look at how wide it is. It is perfect width for me to do art with. And see, I always thought these were attached to the table. It did not occur to me that these were separate from the table. And it's designed to hold cameras. So it's like, it's perfect. And bonus, it is sparkly. It's 31 inches wide, almost 16 inches tall, but can go up to 19, almost at 20 inches. And it folds away. So it's like literally perfect. On the plus side, I can cover it in stickers, right? Speaking of, they now have, are you ready for this? I kind of want to get it. Mobile die cut sticker makers. Like, that's insane. Yeah, they would, HG, which is why it's not going to staying up. You don't see blue spas. I beg to differ. Blue is a very spa color. But, like I said, this would resolve quite a bit of my problems. Quite a bit. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I just gotta buy it. Obviously not right now. It's not 100% of a need. But it means that I could keep the bar that I currently have set up for having the camera facing me. And then I can have a separate bar which will also provide ample light over here without casting a shadow that I can then use to draw. So it gives me a multitude of solutions that I'm very excited for. Very excited for. So I just saw something. Yes, do keep warm, HG. Everybody stay safe. If you are anywhere near the bad weather right now, do stay safe, please. Now, that being said, there is something extremely interesting that I found out about the other day. And I loved it. And I've had to share it. So if you guys have ever heard of Blue Lives Matter, if you recall when it happened, Blue Lives Matter came about during the Black Lives Matter debacle. Okay? Because so many people just wanted to go out killing cops. Yes, it is headed our way, Rocky. Yes. Hold on. Penny just adjusted, so I'm trying to... My whole entire right side has been swelling since the holidays. I definitely ate too much food I wasn't supposed to. So I actually don't sit right like I used to. My leg gets cut off. So I'm already trying to go back to the way I used to eat. Better. Because the holidays definitely whacked me. But Blue Lives Matter reported this 2 days ago on Facebook. Yeah, you're going to want to stop what you're doing and read this, because it's game on. We're not saying that Blue Lives Matter was behind feeding false information to far-left anti-right protesters, anti-ICE protesters. We're not saying we had teams comprised of hundreds of off-duty cops and veterans volunteer to run decoy operations so far-left activists thought they were conducting ICE raids. We're not saying they were, in fact. We're just driving around in what appeared to be unmarked vehicles with tinted windows, drinking coffee and listening to Guns N' Roses, being chased down and surrounded by protesters. What we are saying is that if it did happen, it sure worked remarkably well in 9 different states, allowing actual raids to successfully take place unimpeded, helping support the capture of hundreds of criminals. Combat veterans, off-duty officers, patriotic Americans have had enough, and they are being activated across the country. And they're smarter, more skilled, more driven, better trained, and actually enjoying sitting in a deer stand for days on end, waiting for the right time. We can also answer very simple questions like, what is a woman? We'd say we're just warming up, but we don't need to warm up. That's because most of us have trained in the freezing cold conditions. We find it great hunting weather. Maybe in part it's because we love ice. Sure would be a shame this ended up all over the internet. But that's not the best of it. That is not the best of it, kids, because I already fell in love hearing that. I've posted it in drama screenshots. There is more of this happening across the country. I am so for it. I wish I was in better shape and I drove the right kind of car. But here's the best part. So for any of my fellow Americans that are watching this, because some of them obviously, I've lost like another 150 followers in like the last 2 weeks because I've told people that, hey, guess what? If you're mad at ICE, you're wrong. But that's okay. Blue Lives Matter posted a comprehensive list of every single, ICE reporting line they could find for every state they could find. So, I posted all of the numbers in drama screenshots. They are alphabetical order. So if you want to help stop the protesters, if you call these lines in your state, you can make a report on where you saw ICE. I highly recommend a field out in the middle of farmland. Perhaps a stadium in the middle of a city. Anywhere you think it would send them on a wild goose chase. Flood their lines. Is that light version? Of course, I don't use dark version on anything. The only thing I use dark version on is YouTube. And that's because the lettering shows up better. But I use light version on everything. We gonna play Goose Chase? Absolutely. So if you belong to my Discord and you have a little free time on your hands, go ahead and just report. Go ahead. Have fun. Because remember all those guys? One, what was hilarious is one of my friends tried to say that anti-ICE protesters protesting that church was the same thing as Jesus when he went in and overturned the tables because of the Pharisees. You cannot compare the two. The only reason Jesus went into the church with the whip and overturned the tables is because they were using the church as a marketplace. They literally went in and, whatchamacallit. The way to drain your cell phone battery, I don't like dark. To give you an idea, hold on, give me a second. I gotta pull it down. Make sure there's no personal information. That's where I keep my brightness on my phone. The only reason I don't have it all the way up is because usually it burns my screen. But I usually have the brightness super high. But you guys, how are the kitties? Well, I've got Penny on my butt. I've got Luna to my left. Jackalope fun and games, exactly. So, and also they have ice reporting apps. If you really want to be special. So I'm one of those brighty people. I have all my lights are daylight. All my lights are at least 500 lumens or more. I like bright. I am a firm believer in chasing out the darkness. The bright hurts my eyes. I enjoy the burn. Big cat butt strikes again. I once burned 2 phone screens. I have burned 3. Very lightly, though. And also, I was using those phones over the course of like 5 years. Gotta flood the ice reporting apps with fake sightings. Exactly. Get on that game. Beat these assholes at their own game, guys. Beat them at their own game. Because the people that went into the church, they liked to compare themselves to Jesus chasing out the merchants. But it was a sin. That was why Jesus did it. Because what they were doing was sinful. They were using the house of God as a place of commerce. And they were using God's name to make the sales. Okay? That's what people don't realize. And so when you sit there and you try to compare, how do you guys burn your phone screens? By leaving the brightness on super high all the time. On my phone, I have my fan keeping it cool. Ugh, you beat me by 1 star, son. Yeah, because I done it to 3 different phones. You could see the pattern of the app over time. Because I set up my phones almost the exact same way. I rarely move around the apps. I am very much, again, I'm going to give you guys an idea. And the only reason I don't use the background, I might be able to. Let me find out. It has been a while. Wallpaper. Change wallpaper. It should be in here. It might be in my apps. There it is. Hold on. Set wallpaper. When I first got this phone, it wouldn't work. Ugh. I'll just lower the volume on this phone's at. This AI, I hate this thing. The fake awards. This is such bullshit. I hate it. Dark War Survival. I hate the ads. So let's see if I set this wallpaper. I want you to look at this setup. You see this clock? You see this background? You see that battery for my phone? The star? I have had this exact setup on my phone since 2010. I have not changed this setup since 2010. That is not Guy. That is Forest. We are changing them up. They are related and they do look similar, but their coloring is different. You'll see. I saw a video of 4 people blocking the way of this poor little old lady trying to cross the street with a walker. Yeah, that was a while ago, but it was so horrible. And I've had this as my lock screen since 2012. I have had my husband and me on our wedding day as the lock screen for, I guess it's now 13 years. I'm a creature of consistency. And the only reason why I haven't had, let me get my lock. The only reason why I haven't had this background, because which also look, dang it. That's partly why it's so fun. But look at the background. It's an interactive background where you move, the stars move. She hasn't evolved since the dinosaurs, guys. You know what? You don't have to take Chaco's place. Mrs. Starsun, I have always been this way. I am a very, like, once I like something, I don't desire to change it. It's just not in my DNA. Have you many more kids? Thank you. Thank you, Benji. Consistent creature. I am a very consistent creature. My home lock screens consistently have been whatever my character obsession is. It's just always been the way, and it's actually bothered me for a long time. I don't know how long I can use the background that I've been using for years, because I had to take it off because it was messing up the phone, because it's really old. Like, I think I'm the only person left in the whole world using that app. I don't even know how it's still, like, allowed on. Because it used to be so smooth, and now you can see the frame rate is, like, kicking. So we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. He is not only a known agitator. Here's the best part, HG. He didn't like when he got harassed. Somebody found him, and he was drunk because he was out drinking. He had a fuck Donald Trump shirt on, so he literally, like, is obsessed. Starsun's phone was, excuse you. Is it? Oh my god, is it? I think you're right. Oh, you may be right. Shit. You're right! But he got caught. He got caught while drinking. And he was like, why are you people following me? What do you think the point of this is? I'm a patriot. I'm allowed to go out and have a drink. Da-da-da-da-da. I agree with you. Most of the stuff I have are years old. I'm the kind of guy that would rather keep a shirt that has thousands of stitches instead of throwing it away. The only reason I throw things away now is because Starman will... Stitches be damned. He will keep it regardless of its condition. I've had to make him stop wearing shirts that have holes straight up in the chest. We're talking straight across the chest. And he refused. It's still good. I can wear it. No, you can't. I can literally count the hairs on your chest, so you can't wear it. That's ridiculous. It's still perfectly fine. And so now I have had to force him. What do you mean, you people? The tisms. You know exactly what I mean, Chris. But anyways, so like I was saying, the guy was bitching and whining about being cornered and having people follow him and disturb his peace, which I just think is hilarious. And then you find out he got arrested. Hey, those shirts are always the comfiest. That shirt felt like brittle paper. It was horrible. It wasn't comfy. It was... The plastic in the front was so tough and sharp. It was like, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, exactly. It was just redonkulous. Also, for comparison, let me see. I know I've got ghee in another book, so we can do a comparison. So you guys see that it's definitely not ghee. They are very similar in profile. I'm just trying to make Forrest a little different. I'm trying to make him lankier because ghee is beefier. But they're cousins, so it makes it so hard. Where's the full body of Guy that I drew? That's going to be the easiest way to tell. He's Starman White, perfectly fine, sure has a massive... You know what I've done? I've literally ripped them in front of him. I'd be like, oh, you mean this shirt? Not anymore. To give an idea of at least the body type difference. Yeah, that's why Forrest looks like a twink Link. He's got more fairy in him than Elvin. He's an off branch of the royal family. So what would that be? The levels of, because if they're the imperial family, I guess that would mean he would come from the ducal aspect. Like a ducal household? Justice for Starman. No, Luna. You wait until I'm about to pick up the pencil, and that's when you start. Starman. No! Forrest got the Forest Nymph bot. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to go for. Luna. I'm going for a very Forest Nymph type thing. Let your man be the rat king he is. No. If he wants my cooking, he has to deal with dressing nice. I ain't gonna go through all this effort just for him to dress like a slob. Hell no. She demands the attention. Yeah, she does. She's left me alone the entire fucking day. She doesn't even understand what a computer is. She doesn't know what a live stream is. She doesn't understand any of this. Yeah, here she is. Not letting me do my thing. Yeah, I'm talking about you. What? Yeah? You're just gonna stretch out. She just kicked me in the mouth. You're just gonna stretch out like this? Yeah? You guys can't see. She's literally like right here. Yeah? Okay. If you stay right there, I will huddle you up. We can make this work, ma'am. Mommy can make this work. Yeah? Tilt this back a little bit. Equivalent exchange, exactly. I do all the bills. I do all the cleaning. I do all the cooking. He can dress cute. It's nap time in the house. Everyone else is sleeping. That kick was justice. It was a gentle kick. She sees you want to draw. That is all she needs to know. Right? Look, there she is right here. I'm keeping the tail hostage. You can't have it. You can't have it. She's so unaffected even though she wants to wag the tail. You all want justice for Starman, but you know what? This is just making you rip up more of them. I've had to do it to socks for him. I've had to do it for underwear. Even pants. He would walk around with everything hanging out as long as it technically buttoned up. Girl, that is my throat. Move your toes. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Pippin the kitten chooses naps. Let me see. I can't even reach it without disturbing her. Just know she has got my entire front section taken up. know, baby. He is younger than Guy and Red. You know, Undies with Holes is just easy access. Listen, all men's underwear already comes with that easy access. I don't need to add any on. Luna, you are not making this easy. Pippin is almost 3. Oh, the babies. But yes. So, I am happy to report, guys, we are not buying Greenland. I forgot who said it last time that it was possibly a 4D chest move on Trump's part. And I can only assume that that's what it was this whole time, and I'm glad it was. I was not comfortable with the whole thing we were doing. I know people were telling me it's a good move. Starman was telling me it's a good move. Everyone was telling me. I didn't care. I was not in on it. I was not on it. I was more or less saying, like, you know, Greenland told us we could build whatever the hell we want, so why can't we just do that? And because the thing is, yes, Greenland is not a sovereign nation. Greenland is not its own nation, you know? But I am glad that whatever Trump was planning, it was not an actual purchase. You gotta go. Have a safe weekend. Yes, have a safe weekend, Wicked. Long-term leases, something like that. We're getting more, whatchamacallit. We're getting more, leeway with the Arctic as well. And apparently, I believe it was the Dutch Prime Minister came forward and said, hey, you know what? Trump was right. He said, think about it. Last year, America was funding most of us. They were funding our protections. They were funding our international governance. They were funding all of this. We're finally putting more money in. Trump is not an old scab, though, dude. Trump has always been a businessman. And he's always done deals based on not just whatever he feels like. He does it based on things that he researches. You don't get to amass that kind of money and be that kind of name without some intellect. So instead of buying Greenland, just another base of operations for the USA sounds good to me. Right. They're part of the Golden Dome that he's planning. So they're still going to get protections, but it's going to be on our way. It's going to be how we want it. See if I can turn this camera so you can see what I'm doing. This is what I'm dealing with. Yeah. This is what I'm dealing with. I've got Penny at my back and her right here. Luna? So one thing about Luna despite all of her anxiety, That's her stomach I'm kissing. She has 0 problems. 0. You may be a psychopath, but you trust me. Regardless how you feel about him, he's an excellent businessman. Exactly. A lot of people like to hate him because he does things that they can't do. They hate him because they ain't him, and I mean that sincerely. A lot of people get mad at Trump because they are incapable of what he can do. It's the same people that want to tax the rich and eat the rich. It's because they themselves are not rich. Because if you notice, the moment they get rich, they don't have the same sentiments. They don't. Tim Walz believes in no borders as he shouts over his wall at his followers. Bernie Sanders believes in distributing wealth as he has 4 mansions. He has a whole team. Not all of his moves are thought up by him. You can be smart and stupid. Elon is a great example. I don't think Elon is stupid. I think what Elon is autistic. That's what I think he is. And I think a lot of his public gaffes have been in tandem with Trump on purpose. Like their whole fight that they had, that whole fishing and arguing, and yet somehow magically they made up. Nah. She's a beautiful baby. She is a beautiful little psychopath. She is mommy's beautiful little psycho. Oh, one of the organizers of Black Lives Matter got arrested for the church as well. So I love that. We love that for them. We love that. There's a new lie coming out about ICE kidnapping a child, which I find hilarious. But what in reality happened is the father left his 4-year-old child outside. He refused to come out for his kid. So ICE had to watch the baby. People are trying to say that they kidnapped the kid and used him as human bait. No, the dad abandoned him all on his own. It's not the first time it happened this week. Another one got arrested. Hundreds have been arrested. Hundreds. Happening all over, love. Oh, that reminds me, my fucking governor. What? Now what, love? What, baby? Are you happy now? Yeah. Sigh, I know. It's been a week. I had a lot of emotional ups and downs this week. A dear friend of mine lost her baby. He was only 19 weeks along. I was pretty upset about that. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. Also, did you hear about ICE's operation in the week in Maine? Reminds me of that news station that did a collab with the people for Wheel of Fortune style skit. What? Feeling the same guy that wanted Grok to have little to no limits. He's not dense in that area, then he's slimy. Oh, I definitely don't like, because the problem is that this is the same thing that happens every time. Listen, again, you don't get that much money from being totally innocent. I am not an Elon Musk fan in the way of like, oh my god, I love Elon. I like what he does in some ways, but I don't like, Caleb Hammer's the same thing, so is Trump. They all love AI. Why? Because it makes their lives easier. A couple of taps across the keyboard, and they get to make up an entire thing. which I get, but I don't like it. It takes away from the entire purpose of a lot of what Trump is trying to do. However, on the flip side, Trump has codified, I think it's the right word for it. He made it real that BlackRock and other big corporations can no longer buy American homes. He has proposed to Congress the cap of 10% for at least a year on credit cards. Apparently, my new bitch governor has made the order that the state police isn't to support ICE in any way. If they can't do that, though, that's a problem. Like, that's not possible. Like, they don't understand. You cannot militarize your own police to go against federal law. I heard something about that, and I laughed at it when I saw it, because she's a fucking retard. She's wrong. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, there was this lady, trans-loving mama, on TikTok who got up all on her own, nobody asked her, and proceeded to pretend she was puking at the idea of Usha and JD having sex and Usha getting pregnant. Oh, JD, you allowed that to leave alone? Okay, bitch. Number one, you weren't in the running. Nobody cared about you. We get to the point where CP is being generated. That's where we have a problem. Agreed. She's a fucking blonde. The state didn't even vote for her. I believe it. Ask what takes away human skill. However, I feel the situation is a bubble that will burst. Everyone's been saying that. Everybody has been saying that the AI bubble is about to burst because it's unsustainable. Because you've got these, the facilities to run AI is so gigantic and needs such immense cooling just to run. Yeah. It's not gonna last. It is not going to last. It's just like, I'm sorry, but it's just like the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, nobody even, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the only one. Nothing else makes any money. Because it's not real. There's nothing real to back up cryptocurrency. I'm sorry. AI uses too much fresh water. Exactly. We lack the infrastructure for it. We lack the hard infrastructure for all of it. Let me see. Because I live to hurt myself. Why not? From my state, he's from California. I believe corporations know the AI bubble will burst. That's why they're just trying to capitalize. I agree. I agree. The ironic thing is that they utilized. I agree. I think what I'm going to do to give Forrest truly a unique image. She wants to put a 4% tax on food deliveries. And she got you back in the Green New Deal. Okay. So I'm going to have at the top of his chest is, if you guys remember, it should be in here. Let me see. Unless I drew it somewhere else. Let me see. Dang it. Dang it. Luna, you are not making this easy. See, I have to be careful what I show on screen because I drew like semi-nudes in here for practice. Luna. 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 Could you make this a little easier on me, baby? Make it a little easier? No? No, of course not. Why would you do that? That would... Girl. 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 Not in this one. I'm running on affordability. No, the fuck you're not, bitch. Tanuki, Tanuki. I think it's in here. Or not. I swear I scrolled, I said. She says, being as cringe as possible. But talking like she's scrolling. Annoying. Is it in here? Am I dumb? It shouldn't be in here. It can't be in here. She says as she talks to herself again. Nope. The crest. I don't know where I wrote it. Luna, honey, please. White supremacist, that's what she is. Virginia politics are a joke. Girl. Politics are a joke. Yeah. What's the sitch? Let me see. Did you guys hear about this guy? Dude that threatened to shoot ICE. He's also attacked police with a baseball bat. Supposedly, Trump is going to bring back insane asylums, and I'm all about it. I am ready. Let me see if I can find the logo that I did, or the Imperial Crest. All I know is I'm very proud of this drawing, and I'm very upset that nobody loves it as much as I do. It's one of my least liked drawings, and I hate you all. I am insulted. I am hurt. I am affronted by the lack of love. It's fat phobia. I've decided that's what that is. You guys not liking it? Fat phobia. But now, because I do everything in just lines, did I never post it? Have I never posted the crest? Stop! Oh, great. Googlies and mooglies. This is an affront to my soul. I have to go back and check. I must have posted it. There's no fucking way. Let me go to my fast scanner. As the kids say, aura farming. Thank you. But right now, I'm about to, like, just die. Oh my god. Well, there it is, unfinished. Did I never scan it finished? Ah! Okay, well, I thought I posted it. This is it in its sketch form. I had not finished it at this point. But this is the crest of... Oh my god, ma'am. It's my friend who lost her baby. I'm trying not to show her face. This is the crest of the royal family. I swear. I thought I scanned it. But I don't know where I drew it. Oh, good. Googly. This is my bad habit. Can you grow auroras? I don't know. I imagine you could grow something like that. Alright, let me see. Let me take a peek-a-doodle. Amongst all the things I have scannulated. Oh, I am ashamed of myself. Oh, I am so ashamed. Thank you, Luna. The kicking is just so helpful. Because I am pretty sure I know what book it's in. And it's to my right. Oh, but on the other hand, look at me when I was 15. If it'll show you. That's me at Mystic Aquarium. Focus. That is me at 15 years old. You know what? I'm just saving it. I'm going to put it up on the camera. Saved gallery. Where's selfies? Posted to selfies. Now. Hold on. Yes, Luna, I know. You were so cozy and mother is disturbing you. Ashpeta, children. 15, that was centuries ago. Bite me. Just because she's not here doesn't mean you gotta take her place. Okay, now. All right, now let's see. Share. That is me It was in early 2005. So was I 15 or was I older? I turned... No, I was either 17 or 18 in this photo then. I could have sworn I was 15. But it says Mystic Aquarium 2005. So in 2006 is when I graduated high school. And I turned 19 in 2006. So it has to be... I'm 17 or 18 in this photo. That bird did indeed kiss me, but I didn't catch the kiss. The cockatoo was not as keen on kissing. But they did like sitting on me. The macaw was way more into the kiss. Just for sanity's sake, I wanted to show you guys that. Now, let's see if I can rotate and support the kitty while I do so. Here we go. Okay. Hello, girls. Yes, I know. Both of you. Okay. We're doing it. Ugh. We're doing it. Okay. Now, I'm going to put you back down. Let's see. I'll know I'm in the right book if I see Gee. I don't think I'm in the right book because I don't see Gee. I see Holocorn. Celia. Let's see. These are more unreleased images, but I wanted to finish them. Okay, it's not it. It's not it. It's not it. The downside of being an artist is that you always lose. Oh, shit. I think I'm completely in the wrong books. Well, shit on a shingle. Luna, where is it? Oh, I think I found it. It's completely wrong books, though. I'm just going to be covered in books today. Okay. All right, Mamala. You better get cozy or something. There we go. Okay, hello, Linda. All right. Again, very disappointed in all of you that you did not immediately rush to my Instagram and love this, okay? Okay. Whoop. Okay. Ah, I am free of at least one feline. There we go. There we are. Excellent. One free. The other still cornering me. Okay. Ugh. Okay, drawing pads. What's going on down here with these? Oh my god, I have so many. Like, damn. These are old. I cannot believe how many I've got. That I don't know how old they are. What they're filled with. These are old. Woo! This is old. Old, old, old. Very old. Okay. Next. Another old. Another old. Okay. These are very old. Okay. This is the first drawing pad I got back into drawing. This is ancient. It's like my mother was still alive when I was drawing some of this. I have to make sure that it's appropriate. Yeah. I was just getting back into drawing then. I did a draw this in your style for somebody. Oh, this is 2020. My mother had just died. I draw this in your style for somebody. Still so proud of these little things. Trying to find... These are not allowed to be shown on YouTube. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Aww. I did one of Helga years ago. Oh, my little star animals. I wanted to draw like a series of animals hugging stars. I love these things. I'll go look. Well, that is fine. I think, honestly, Rocky, I posted that like a year and a half ago. It might have been before you started following me. This is all a mermaid. Let's see. Oh, these are old. Look at Angel. Looking so sweet. There's Evelyn and Angel, Aviana, Barry, Helga, and Placo. What else have I got? And I don't show the nudes because, well, I made them just for Patreon. It's not exactly fair if I start posting what I made only for Patreon. You're only surviving half the day tomorrow? Yeah, good question. Why only half the day? Someone posed it, and I'm gonna ask it as well. What the fuck? Yeah. There we go. Okay. I am still... So, did I never post this? I don't think I ever posted this. I worked so hard on it, too. Did I ever show you guys this? I don't even know. Has an art OnlyFans? Stop it. Let me see. Oh gosh, am I incorrect? Oh, here. To satisfy those Angel and Diablo. When I was doing demonstrations on what I could draw for commissions back in the day, I drew them kissing by a tree. What it showed was a pencil, black line, color line, and then over here was all digital. The fleshling is in this book. The fleshling is in this book. That watercolor I did of Guy. I'm realizing how much art I've made. Like, I know I lined this with you guys. I lined this deer. I don't think I've ever posted him. We lined this deer together, guys. I remember this, and I never posted him. I did this in 2021. I drew this deer in 2021, but I believe we all lined it together last year. You guys. You guys. I think I have a problem. I think I'm discovering a problem that I have with making artwork and never actually posting it. Okay, so I know it was recent. It had to have been 2024. Here's why. Okay? Because I drew this Leo image in 2023 on stream with you guys. And then I asked you if you wanted me to do more floating heads. You said yes, and we drew Helga together. And this and Placo were in 2024 because then I actually, smart enough, only dated Evelyn, who was 2024. And this, I still have yet to finish this painting. But here's the worst part. I searched high and low for this so I could find the crest and show you. The crest isn't in here! Where the fuck did I put the crest? I'm so confused. There are no other drawing pads. Guys, I am so lost. I am utterly confused right now. I am utterly confused. Where is the crest? That I have been searching now for the last how many minutes? I swear to God, I'm about to crash out. Is it in here? No, because I checked here. Just gonna go page by page. I'm having a tanuki. Oh my God! I went through all that and it was right here in the fucking blue book. Oh my God. I gotta stand up for a minute. Hold on. Penny, I need you to move. Mommy's leg is going numb because I crashed out. Excuse me. Oh. No, you drew that. Thank you, Quiet Chris. Thank you. I was unaware. Penny, I know you were cozy and comfy. You need to move. Ma'am. 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 Oh. Come here. No. Because she'll get down before I sit down. Ooh. Okay. You can make it into an actual rubber stamp. I'm contemplating it. Right now, I'm just... I was having a moment. I couldn't find what I was looking for. And I'm like, I know. It is here. So I'm going to show you guys how I do all this. Okay? So whenever I make a drawing, right? I have an app I go to. It's called Fast Scanner. Right there. Click on that. And then I go to one of the booklets. This is all the drawings that we've done recently. Okay? Now, I can choose, if you look, it now has made it a black and white file. And I can choose how dark or light I want the lines to be. Since I did a lot of thick lines, I probably want the lines to look pretty dark. So I'm going to save it. Beautiful. Let's look for anything else I've made and not realized I haven't posted. Because my God, I thought I got them all last time. I am supposedly going to get snow and a lot of ice. That is what I am supposedly going to get. Am I? I don't know. I prepared myself for it. I prepared the household for it. I have prepared the animals for it. I have extra food. I just got here and we're doing lines. This is my kind of stream. Shut up. So now we'll do it. I'll show you how I do it with a color picture because I never posted this one. So we might as well do it together. So it's the exact same principle. Okay, no, Luna. Back up. This bitch. So we do the same principle. Try to close in as much as possible. So then we go to photo. We got to make it brighter. That's the most photorealistic. Let's see if I can adjust because of the shadows. So now I don't like the way that one looked. According to Laura, all you need is eggs, bread, and milk, right? Everything else will find itself out, for sure. I mean, is there anything else you need? You make milk sandwiches. That's how you survive the storms. See, that one came out much better than the other one, so we're going to save that one. And you look, you can see, the first one had a lot more shadows, the second one does not. So now, this is the one that I would save to gallery. And I'm going to save this one to gallery. And then what I do is I go to photo layers, select the background. Where's screenshots? I have to be careful because I don't know what shows up in my phone. Oh, no, you know what? Photo layers works. So then I can take one of the old ones, right? Because it's the size that I need. So then I go, done. So that's my background now, right? If you look, push it back up so you guys can see. There's my background. I need it to be super white, so I make it super bright. Add photo. This is already super bright, so all I do... And now I have a clean white square. Milk sandwiches is a joke because you always get bread and milk before a storm. Or scrambled eggs and toast, but if you lose power, oh well. And that is why I have the butane burner. Legit. She has political yaoi. No, I do not! This is another one that I drew in September of 2021, and I didn't color it until last year. So we're going to remove that. We're going to add this one in, but we can see it's very different in coloration from the background. So what I do is I go to cut. This takes me to the background eraser, and I can do auto color, and it immediately erases most of that background and makes it a PDF. And I can make it up to 100%, but I don't want to do that because then it erased all the shading in the clouds. We don't want that. So then we go back. It wasn't enough. So now we've got to make sure we do there. A little less. Perfect. Then we're going to do there. Less. Perfect. Then we can go around with manual. Make it as big or as small as you want. This is how I set up my artwork, by the way, kids. And you get really close and you don't like the lines, you can do something called magic. And what it does, it gets right up on the product, but you have to be careful because it can be overzealous. Like that. So sometimes you just got to switch to manual. Now the magic will work better on this side because it's a much harder line of color. And this is what I do every single time I upload. But then you gotta do the repair because if you see, I made a shadow for the spoon, and that shadow back. Why is there a magical Sunday? Because I drew this years ago and I never uploaded it. And we all just found out just now as I was looking for a completely different piece. I did not even remember not uploading this. I made this years ago. And I colored it with you guys. That's the craziest part. I colored this with you kids. I mean, I'm, Ah! I did undo. So that should be good. So now, if you look at it, you can still see I have to edit the clouds just a little bit. You call that beauty and keep it tucked in the shadows? I know! It's gay and lame, of course. Do you have an S23 Ultra? Might make all the alterations easier. I do not. I don't know what my phone is. It's a Samsung. So I've got to cut a little more. Done. Done. And now I can fix the color. So I can fix the blur on this to make it a little sharper. And then I can fix the brightness a little bit. up the saturation a little bit, so that way I can actually fix the contrast. Make sure the brightness is good and also saturate. To get it back to matching what it is in real life. I might have to fix that anti-blur just a little bit. And the saturation's a little too high. And so now I've got it more matching what it is in real life. And I go through this every single time I make a piece. And I consternate for a little bit and make sure I'm not overcompensating, and then I save. And now I have a piece to post. What you think? So it's actually 3 programs that I use. I use Fast Scanner. I use photo layers. And in order to use photo layers properly, you've got to have background eraser. Let me see if you can see it properly on there. Focus! Dang it. Once again. One second, kids. I'll show you all. Master Painter, stop it. Stop it. Alright, hold on. So let me share. These are the 3 programs that I use. I can also use Cam Scanner, but I typically use Fast Scanner. And then to do the setup, I do photo layers and background eraser. So every single thumbnail you see me have, I've used photo layers and background eraser to make it. This is essentially my 3 key things in doing all of my editing. And then I have... Now here's the piece. You guys just saw me do it from start to finish. And then there is the crest. So now you guys see. But the fleshling, someone requested to see it. The fleshling, where are you? Here he is. There's the fleshling. In all of his clammy, naked glory. What do I use for videoing my drawing setup? What do you mean? What camera do I use? It's a Logitech. I don't know what kind. Let me see. Gothix gave it to me. Let me see. It is a Logitech C922 Pro Stream webcam. The flesh. Ah. The overview part? What do you mean, babe? The background is adorable, but the flesh thing is very disturbing. I don't know how to feel. Oh, the stand that holds the camera? It is a Ulanzi. But I'm not using this one for long for when I do the drawing. I found a better way. I was just showing the children earlier. I have found a far better way. Courtesy of Nail Techs. Just get yourself a Nail Tech light bar. They are called Half Moon Nail Tech desk lamps. They're a half moon light. Girl, they are a whole ass light bar. And they're only $55. Look at this shit. Look at this. And it folds. And it has stands for your cameras and your phones. I'm buying one of these. And they're glittery. They are bejeweled on the side. They got fake gems. Look at that beautiful creature. Drawing that background was the most stressful because I had already colored him in and he was all pink. And I think you guys remember I was on stream with you when I did it. I was terrified I was going to ruin it. But there's the fleshling, kids. I really, as the kids would say, cooked it that Halloween season. I did a damn good job. There's the deer. Why'd you draw me naked? Well, don't gatekeep. Send the link. Bitch, I'm streaming! It's literally, it's one of those things where it's a billion of them. You can find them anywhere on Amazon. They're a dime a dozen. Oh, I'm gonna push you back for a minute, kids. Once again, I keep finding out the drawings that I did years ago, I just stupidly never did anything with. And I broke my freaking eyes on this one. This stag was hard. And I just decided not to do anything about it. Like, Luna. Luna. No, ma'am. No. Because you claw. No, ma'am. I said no. You'll need something to stabilize it. Well, thankfully it's wide enough. He looks like he needs a ton of skin lotion. He naturally lotions by sweating. Find old fan art that I forgot about? Heavens, no. I already found it. It's on my... Here's the crazy part, guys. Clearly, no one looks deep enough in my Instagram. It's on my Instagram. And I did it, and I even think I wrote in the description, I didn't like it, but I tried. Was it the jeweled horns? I don't know, dude. That's not even jewels, it's all flowers. God, my hand's hurting just remembering this dude. Save to gallery. Well, actually, hold on. Let me rotate it. Rotate. Rotate. Save to gallery. Okay. Not that. What's an Instagram? Shut up. I hate you. No thanks. Okay, and then I remove that. Remove. Get your pussy on the screen. I just noticed this. God almighty. Oh my god, it's already almost 7 o'clock. Well, shit. Alrighty. And now, the Cursed Bubs and Choco Picks are actually right out of reach. I'm not even joking. They're trapped under a bunch of books. 66? Who did all that? Was that you, Rocky? Dang, Rocky. Thank you. No, you have to go very far back in my Instagram. I think nobody has the actual effort. Shh. Ignore the time. No! I'm just gonna double check and make sure I didn't post this damn parfait. The magical parfait. Before I keep going. Because I swear to God I did not post it. I posted the line art of it. That I know. But I don't think I ever posted it finished. I really don't think I did. Oh, my leg is hurting. Because Penny only sits on the right side of my hip, which puts pressure and shoves my leg out more, which then puts pressure. It's ridiculous. Where? By the way, guys, this is the last time I drew Forrest. To give you an idea of his color palette. Well, there's Cursed Choco and Sponge. And there's the first one. This is one of the first things you guys had me draw on stream. I don't know why. You guys had me draw a perfume bottle with a tiger. Where's the very first thing? This was the very first... In December of 2021, this was the very first chat and draw. The very first one. Then we did the puppy and the present. We did the prancing llama. And then the kitten. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Nephew's talking about ice scams, too. Oh, Penny, this hurts, kid. You are hurting Mommy's leg. Ugh, I hate this. I hate the swelling in my leg. It's making it so uncomfortable. And I'm looking. Yep, I was right. Here it is. I posted only the line art of it. In 2021. September of 2021. Like, damn. This is one of my most popular mermaids. It got over 200 likes. Completely natural. Nephew is Leon. Oh, Leon. Oh, he doesn't like me calling him nephew. Even though he came up with the nickname. He told me a long time ago he didn't want me to call him that anymore. Bath time for Star, reduce the swelling. No, I need to start walking more. That's why I want to get that damn treadmill. I'm trying to find before I continue with the drawing because we're only going to be on for a little bit longer. My proudest digital drawing besides the Galaxy Girl. Because this was the one that gaslit me into believing I was doing good with digital drawing. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see. My sister-in-law had come up with an art challenge. Didn't really give me anything to go by, but she tried. She called it Og Bust. And then she gave me a bunch of prompts. And so I tried my best to follow them. And one of them was, I think, lemon. It was lemonade. And so I drew this. And I am still so proud of this. No, you have to see 24 hours. I am still really proud of this damn lemon. It was the first digital drawing I'd done. Completely digital. That it came out and I was so proud of it. And I'm still so proud of it. I think it's one of my better drawings ever done. I don't know if you guys agree, but I do. Not Ugg Bust, Og Bust. Like, instead of August. Because she was questioning about why, you know, Inktober and Mermaid. And I was like, oh, it's just, you know, they picked them for different themes and because it rhymes with, you know, the month. So she was like, well, what other one could be picked? And there really wasn't. It looks like marker, so I couldn't tell. Really? Yeah, no, this was completely done in Clip Studio, I think. No, it was done in Krita. I'm shocked I didn't realize they got that done in Krita. One time I had an idea for an art challenge where you draw a person based on lyrics from a song. Like they're described as a blonde. That's so hard, though. It's beautiful in a lot of ways, but as a challenge like Inktober, I think it'd be a little too complicated to do every day. But yeah, so that's one of my proudest pieces. And then, I don't know if you guys ever seen it. Have any of you ever noticed I did a picture of Blair White? And you know the one person who never liked it was Blair? I don't think she even yeah, whoever did comment on it, blocked me. Or she did. She commented on a different one. Oh no, Blair liked this one. So she didn't like the second one. Why did I post it twice? Oh, weird. Oh, because this was the progress. That's why. So I drew it in pencil first, and then I made it go over to digital. I had to do a new Blair pic I did 1 year ago. Sorry, we're blocking you was in my best interest. How dare. This was 2020 I drew this. I drew this in 2020. I was trying really, really hard to do digital. It was just so difficult. Ooh, you guys might like this. That's me and Guy. I should probably do a comparison photo of me and Guy then and now. Oh, that's bad. Oh my god. What, Orion? There was a music video in the 90s talks about her blue eyes. The actress in the video had brown eyes! Stop it! That's fucking hilarious. Orion, what, baby? I drew these in 2002. I drew a lot of these. Well, these... Okay, so these ones were more like 2003, 2004. This was 2006. This was my art at the beginning of high school compared to at that time then. Whoop. Starman says hi, everybody. But, alright, I love you, babe. I'll see you in a little while. Bye. I'm gonna be stalking your profile for the art again, because I remember nothing past the Choco and Bubs images. Damn! You know, I have a lot of artwork on there. A lot. Like, the drawing of, or the watercolor of, Diablo and Angel. My very first mermaids. That I was particularly proud of. Yeah, there's a ton on there, guys, I promise you. I even wrote on here because I didn't want to draw Ariel, but at the time, the prompt was you could only draw fan art. And I wrote, well, you guys finally got fan art of me, mainly because this is the actual prompt and I had no choice in loopholes. Because the prompt literally was the Little Mermaid, Ariel. So there was no way for me to get around it. I was so mad. Because I tried to be very stickler to the rules. Also, I'm not taking my work bag in tonight. I don't got fucks to give about it. The real Ariel. Matter of fact, this is where my, my mermaid drawing came from. You made fan art unwillingly, but yes, I did. Yes, I did. And this is a piece I was always so proud of. I love that drawing. That's completely in marker. It did not do well, but I'm always proud of this piece. Let me see. What other pieces do I have back here? Just gotta be careful because some of it is not appropriate for YouTube. Purely because it allows images and pieces. The fish taco did really well that year. This is another one of my favorites that I did. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people don't look back on my my Instagram, and if they did, they would see so much stuff. This is the first time I drew Pleiko. That's the first time I drew Pleiko. And I loved her so much I kept drawing her. I had a bit of an accident when one of the gold markers it messed up. It spilled all over on her head, and I had to fix everything on it. And I said, thankfully I made it work. I couldn't get this sassy bitch out of my mind when designing the gold mermaid, a confident one with attitude and a love for luxury on a throne of raw gems and rough-hewn gold. Because she's old money like that. I really love her, and I may be making a sticker out of her. I didn't realize I built a whole universe off of just this one character. I saw some futa... Ugh. Let's see. This was a an art trade with somebody for their character. When I made a mask for myself... Now, mind you, I made this out of a bra... Because if I was going to do it, I wanted to look nice. I lost it. The hair on this one always made me proud. This one always made me proud too. There's a lot of pieces, guys. Like when I say you don't understand, like I did February one year. Pretty proud of that. I'm trying to find... There's a particular drawing I'm trying to show you guys. Yeah, you guys have no idea how much artwork. And in my mind, you've seen it because it's on my Instagram, so you had to have seen it. But now I'm here, like, you know, you didn't, obviously. That's just crazy work from myself. I love this girl. Character sheets and old lore drops of my characters. Poster glow up. Yeah. Very old artwork from you guys. Why remind me of the definition? Yeah, well, you know what you asked. You shouldn't have asked. That's your own fault. Yep, there's some nudes I have to scroll past. This was take a thing you drew when you were young. I drew this in 2009. I redrew it in 2019. You guys are welcome to go and like all of my stuff and make me feel better about it. I will allow that. You are all welcome to do so. This is when I was trying to not post any politics and only artwork on my Instagram. I didn't ask. It was Raven because I didn't know. Do not send pics, black cats. Oh my god, do not. Gross. Just, it's chicks with dicks. Okay? It's chicks with dicks. That is all you need to know. Anything else is not needed to know. Yeah, if you guys want to like run through years of just the most random artwork, go on my Instagram. I'm trying to find some really old stuff. My first Inktober. Oh, this is... Oh, come on. That is old. And I'm still so proud of those damn clouds. Yes, I see you, La Luna. What do you mean, gross? Stop it, all of you. Y'all think I'm the bad one. You are one of the bad ones. You're bad in a different way. You're all naughty in your own ways. Make no bones about that. Mom, one of my kids, that's a group of loud girls in class today. If they were Tylenol babies... My god, these kids are savage. Oh my god. Hello, Orion. Hello. Oh my god. Hi, Orion. Hi. Okay. I'm turning. Sir. See, they have gone through all the emotions with me today. Because I cried over the baby, as they know. Then I cried with joy because I might have my car back. Then I got very nervous over hearing about my dad. This has been a very emotional day, children. Very emotional. Yes, Orion, Mommy sees you. Yes, I see you. Yes, I see you. But shit, were they Tylenol babies? Fuck, that's brutal. That is fucking brutal. Orion, what are you doing? Yeah, why are you such a heavy mouth breather, huh? We evolved from making fun of C-section babies to making fun of Tylenol babies. Fuck. You liked all the nudie pics on my... I don't know. Like, I was getting an okay little, like, notice on Instagram. Like, I accumulated, I think, 500 without my YouTube. I believe. When I got my YouTube and it clicked the first, I want to say when I hit 6,000 YouTube followers, I got over to the 1,200. And then Instagram started blocking me during the Biden years. I got very heavily blocked. And it's been that way ever since. Going back to Forrest. An hour and a half later. The reason why... Oh my god, this is the most squirrel brain thing I've ever done. We went to that entire dance down memory lane, which I will tell you, I'm a sucker for memory lane, okay? The whole reason we did that whole thing was to find the crest, right? And the whole reason I wanted to find the crest... So I could tell you, that's why there is a small silhouette bust of a unicorn and a small silhouette bust of a lion on Forrest's collarbones. To represent... Next will be the STD baby. Stop it, Chris. That is so weird, Hunty. Yo, that is so weird. What do these kids... No. No. What do they think you're gonna... No. Literally, that's all I can say is no. 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 Not that you would. I know that you wouldn't. That is not the point. I know that you wouldn't, but that is not the point. The point is, why would they even ask? You are not that young. You are not that young. Why would they ask for that? And I'm not accusing you of anything. The only reason a child would ask for that is if they had poor intentions, and I want to know what you think would be... No. Be nice to me, Raven. I have a squirrel brain! Oh my god. I can't believe and I'm going to be posting stuff now because obviously, I just found all this artwork that I still haven't posted because I'm a retard. Like, what the hell? That's what I'm saying. Where do they obtain this audacity? And they think you're stupid. Oh, Miss Hunty, let me get your Snapchat. For what? Incrimination? No. Calm the fuck down. The hell. They think that we didn't all know what Snapchat was. The whole reason it exists is because of us old ass people. Snapchat was a fuck app back when I was Hunty's age. Age of no manners and social filters, right. God. Just a pile of horny teenagers, that's all they are. I freaking can't. POV stars. Fuck you. Snapchat was a mistake. Snapchat has led to more divorces. I swear to God. They gotta find Yowie likes Hunty. They're gonna find her stash. Okay. Starman still has to go to my dad's house and take care of my dad's cats because my dad is all the way an hour away at the hospital. So, I'm going to try to line this. But if you guys are starved for star art, there is literally a ton sitting on my Instagram. Hundreds of drawings from mermaids and Februaries and Inktobers and just stuff that I've done. So if you really want to see there is your gateway. And if you want to see the really old stuff, you're going to have to make a DeviantArt. Yo, Miss Hunty likes gay porn, guys. That would be hilarious. I send you those fights, cats, Sonic. Another thing I hate is when they try to bait me into saying who my fave student is or try to get me to say I love them because it feels parasocial for some reason to me. Well, see, this is where you can gaslight them. You can be like, oh, well, that's easy. My favorite student is the one who has not missed a single day of school, has completed every single assignment, has never talked back to me, and never cracked a single 6-7 joke. And then let them guess. Let them do the self-deletion at that point. You're gonna say we're political meow? Yeah, I will not look at a single one of your messages now. Sometimes we're born like this. Sometimes it's seasonal depression. I am in seasonal joy right now, personally. Little Bird says hi again. Bet that eliminates everyone but one kid and they'll honestly know who. No, actually, like 3 girls. Then just go with a few more factors. That'll kill it. Winter is amazing. Think about it. When there's a giant snowstorm, the worst that it gets is a little cold, but you can bundle up, you can get yourself heated. When it happens in the summertime, there's floods. It gets muggy, it gets hot, then you get bugs coming in. I'm in seasonal fuck my chungus life right now. I just want to yeet 3 boys out of my class in particular because they're such shitheads. I'm something of a seasonal sexual myself. What the fuck? See, that's why summer sucks. My favorite students are all the ones that aren't mine. Oh, that's a good one. Our brains could really just shrink when cold freezes come in, doesn't it? I don't think so. My brain expands. It gets larger and joyful. I just feel the world in ways that I didn't before. I suddenly like the world more. Things smell better. I sweat less. Well, Starman reached my dad's house. My body loves the cold and I'm more alive. Exactly. Thank you. Rocky gets it. I still can't believe this has been 20 years this month, this year, that I've known my husband. The only thing about summer that's decent is Independence Day. Very true. Very true. Summer sucks ass. Why would anyone want to be wet, hot, sticky all the time? Thank you. I'm a summer baby and somehow a polar bear. I am a summer baby too. I was born in June. I love the winter and the fall. The only thing about summer that's decent is the Independence Day. I've been in the 20s and 30s all week, and I'm freezing. Living outside of Alaska for over a decade has made me weak. I'm hot natured, but I have a blanket in case of, just in case. As I've gotten older and I lost more weight, have been more susceptible to the cold. And even then, I still... Oh, you son of a whore. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, well. I don't know if you guys all just saw that. My wrist did a small moment, and I messed up. But yeah, I cannot believe it's been, as of this May, 20 years I've been with Starman. I was scrolling across, and I always forget his name, but I call him like the Black Hulk, the conservative Hulk. The big black guy. And he was doing that pop your balloon thing. He was watching a video of it. And this girl, they went over to her and they were like, why did you pop your balloon? Do you think he's not attractive? She's like, no, I think he's very attractive. I just think I'm not his type. And he said, you're exactly my type. I think you're beautiful. I think you're this. I think you're that. She's like, you do? He's like, yeah. And then the host said, do you want your balloon back? He thinks you're hot. And she goes, yes. And guess what? It ends up happening. The two of them go on the date. And he said, see, stop eliminating yourself. And I'm looking for a teeth photo. So, no, I didn't see your wrist spasm. Like it clipped into the ground. Oh. Starman is February 18th. It's 4 days after Valentine's Day. But he said, you know, you got to stop taking yourself out. You don't know unless you shoot your shot. And he said he didn't even know who his wife was until she slipped into his DMs and said, you know, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I really would like to get to know you. I'm shooting my shot. He's like, and now we're married. We've got 2 kids and many more to come. And I said, you know, I understand what you're saying, but, you know, for me, I don't know if I ever told you guys this. This is a problem I have where I think because I've stated it several times to people that are important to me, that it's just common knowledge about me. I refused to have crushes. For most of my teenage life, I refused to pursue people. I refused to... If I thought someone was attractive, if I had a crush on anybody, I did absolutely nothing about it. I did zero about it. I had zero interest in pursuing it. Now, why did I do that? Because the few times I had showed interest in a boy, and mind you, again, looking back, I really was not big at the time, which is what really bothers me. The few times I showed interest in boys, they acted like it was Sasquatch itself, plopping down unbathed in front of them. I'm beginning 6-7 jokes on my birthday. I'm calling it now. See, you get what I'm saying, emo. So I took myself out of the running. I eliminated myself from the dating pool. I had 2 dates set up, and I told you guys about it. I had 2 dates set up in high school. One never showed up. The other was that guy who the whole night we were fine. I won't say I'm in love. I related to that song for years so hard. Then you met me. Hold on. Hold your horses, asshole. And the only time I allowed myself to like anyone was Eric, my ex, because he was online and I figured, you know, it was all grandiose and fine. Because no one, like, Even now, nobody's ever jealous of Starman. No one ever looks at him and goes, man, I wish I had a wife like you. So I already know. I am not most people's cup of tea. I don't know why. I think I'm pretty great, but it is what it is. I don't believe it's my looks because I've had plenty of guys hit on me. I think it's me. And so that makes it even harder. You know. So I decided a long time ago, this better not be my husband texting me. Okay. So I took myself out of the running. And then when my ex and I, because we were online relationship, when we broke up, I literally, sweet sketch, thank you, Desert Jax. So when me and Eric broke up, I literally told one of our dear friends, I said, listen, you know a lot of guys, because she did. She was very popular with boys. I said, find me any guy. I literally said it. Starman knows the story, so don't act like suddenly this is a horrible thing to say. I said to her, find me any guy that'll stand to look at me for at least 30 days. Anybody. And see if they'll go out with me. My dad asked a girl out when he was in college. She flaked on the date. He found out she tried to off herself the night of their date. Oh my God. I mean, I also had low self-esteem, but I was too busy being groomed on Keek and WeChat to care about boys and really. Oh my God. Scandalous. Shut up, babe. And so I said to her, I said, just set me up. And her words were, I know the perfect guy. Give me a few days. And Starman actually kept the letter that she wrote, because we were all still in high school at the time, mind you. Like, it was a month and a half before we were graduating high school when this happened. She goes and she writes him a letter during... Babe, what class was it? What class were you in that she wrote you the letter? And it was her asking if he wanted to go out on a blind date with a friend of hers. He saw my picture. He agreed immediately. I don't even know what picture she showed him. Because I didn't take very good pictures back then. So I don't even know. I don't even know what picture she showed. I only know one girl I got somewhat close to back in middle school. But I moved and never saw her again. Oh. The more you talk, the more I worry for your mental, hunty. Really? Yes. Old school note passing. Well, you gotta remember this is 2006. I couldn't remember if I tried. You're an ass. I'm going to have to ask Jan. Okay. I had a guy bestie in middle school and bro was gay by the time we graduated, but our friendship died when people started saying we were dating even though we weren't. Ugh. Starman and I went out May 26th. We spoke for 2 weeks on the phone. Note passing. That brings back memories. Check yes or no. Exactly. I know. We spoke on the phone a couple of times, and we messaged each other on MySpace a couple of times. And the day of the date, we went out, we met. You're on the way home. Oh, so I'll see you in like 2 seconds. We went to my high school's Spring Fest, which was their little musical festival. Okay. My friend and him and our other friend picked him up, picked me up. We all went out. Okay. At the beginning of the date, we were sitting side by side. By the end of the date, we were all over each other. And we decided we were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend that night. And, you know, that was the only time. Because I was not sure. And then on top of that, 3 days in, this motherfucker says he's in love with me. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta run. See how fast that happened. I think he took out my knees. I think he planned it with my best friend to take out my knees so I couldn't run. The key is just grabbing some poor inspecting man up the street. Hunter Smith and Todd will tell them they're going to be your husband, whether they like it or not. As a matter of fact, going to Sirius, I see what you're saying, Hunty. Starman and I decided 8 months in we were getting married. 8 months in. Now, we didn't get engaged until 3 years in. And we didn't get married until 6 years in. But we knew. We got our bank accounts combined. 6 months in, we went and got cell phones, our very first ones together. We did everything as a unit from the get-go. And what's his name said, that was beautiful. He's like, you met your husband at just the right time. It was meant to be, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, I suppose. Perhaps you're right. And so, that's the story, Morning Glory. And I do believe that everyone has their right time. I mean, like, you all know I wanted nothing more than to be a mom. That still is probably never going to happen. For whatever reason. And you know what's really crazy, guys? Okay. So I tell you all the time about messages from God. So I feel like I should be a parent, but then, okay? Every single time, I think about adopting again. A horror story about adoption flies out of nowhere. Okay? Today, I heard about a little boy that shot his father to death over getting punished. Okay? Because the dad took his Switch away. We are your kids, Mom. Stop it. You guys are going to make me cry. You are a mom, though. Stop it. I think the next time I'm in Vegas, I'll do that. Just grab a guy off the strip. Be like, hey, baby, you want to wrestle all the way to the altar? I dare you. I know your pain, Rocky. I do. Yes, exactly. And the boy is 11. Okay, guys? The boy is 11 years old. They adopted him in 2017. They've had him his whole life. The dad took the Switch away because the boy was misbehaving. And so the boy's reaction was, cool, I'm gonna kill Dad. I heard about it today, an hour before I had been thinking about maybe I should pursue adoption again. I will tell you, I don't find that odd. I don't find it odd at all. Because I believe even in situations like that, you can fall in love or have a really successful marriage. I do believe the best option is marrying for love, but I also believe that you can marry and have a successful marriage. Because I actually believe in somewhat the idea of arranged marriages. As long as both parties are voluntary for it. Like, you went into it. Come on, Penny, you gotta get off my butt. You go into it intending a arranged marriage. I think if you do that, that is God testing your resolve on whether or not you really want a kid. Maybe. Or it's a sign that it's not meant for me. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of praying? Wow. I talk real good. It's a lot of praying involved. It's a lot of soul searching. And I frankly do not have the room for a kid right now. It would not be fair to take a kid in with the house the way it is. Man, I tend to do an arranged marriage in this dating market is ass. And they exist. There are people you can pay a premium to that they will do it. And I believe if you go into it, because you get to choose. Like, here's the thing. An arranged marriage against your will, I don't agree with. Like, you wake up one day and your mom's like, guess what? You're marrying this guy. No, I don't believe that. I believe if you go to a agency that is designed to set you up with people where you meet them and the arrangement is, hey, you guys are going to meet, you're going to talk to each other, you're going to decide, and if you want to pursue this, you can enter into this with the intention that you marry within a year. A lot of them do that. It's very contractual, but you would be surprised because what they do is they look into everything. They look into your finances. They look into your political background, your decision on what you want for kids, for family, for things like that. They look into all of that. But that's my thing. That's why I believe through a family, not so much. But I feel like if you... I would very much... I have been saying this to you. How many times have I said it to you and you poo-poo me? These agencies are real. You just gotta find them. It's a little 90-Day Fiance in a way, but they're not as strict as all that, and they're also not as shady. Because you can go to ones that are specifically about your religion. You can go to ones that are specifically about your ethnicity. Like they exist. I think they're a great idea. And you just gotta look them up. And this way, there's men and women in that agency that are looking for the same thing you're looking for. They do background checks so that you know this person is good or bad. They do financial checks so you know this person is not being a fraudster. Exactly. That's the main thing, is you got to make sure it's not a scam. That is the main thing. But if you do your due diligence, because it sounds... Don't get me started where in public, young lady. Don't get me started. No big heads, please. I know 2 people. I don't actively know them now because it's been a few years. But I know at least 2 people that went through an arranged marriage and they loved being married. Arranged marriages works for many people. For me, I wouldn't even be alive. Marriage is something I never wanted. But Chris, you're also in a state where right now you're young. You're like, what, 22? And, you know, you've had a very nihilistic look at the world, very black pill look at the world. You've had a lot of stuff going on where you're not looking at it all in a positive light. You're not mentally in a place where you should be pursuing marriage. We both know my true love is taken. Yes, but there's always hope. And we know he's fertile. But yeah, when it comes down to it, Chris, there is a really true thing. You never should be entering into the idea of a healthy relationship if you cannot get down to the root of why you're mad or you're upset or there's something up with you. You have to be willing to fix yourself or identify what's making you unhappy in the world. You know, and I will also agree, marriage is not for everybody. But I feel like at a young age, it's the same argument I would take for being trans or something like that. When you're really young, you cannot identify what's good or bad for you. You have been so black-pilled, especially the younger generation. So different stage of life. Yes, exactly. So for like Rocky's stage of life, and even if like, let's say something happened to Starman and I was looking for another man. Rocky and I are only 10 years apart. So I'm in the same stage of life she's in. We're not looking for someone to build a child and a life and a family with. We're looking for someone to fit into the life that we've already developed and to make the rest of it comfortable and happy. Someone that wants to pursue those stages in life afterwards. You know, like, it's a different thing you're looking for. It's a different attitude you're looking for. You're looking for someone that's going to help you stay young. And also, you know, maybe understand your plight in life a little bit better. Understand where you've been in life a little bit better. And so that's the difference right there. Oh, Starman's home. God, I'm tired. I just had a lot of emotional whiplash for me today. Like, it's just been crazy. That's how it's been for me. But that's all I'd say about that. Here's what I will tell you guys. When it comes down to it, when it comes to a relationship, our world is not set up anymore to find relationships. I wish I lived in Wattpad world so John Mayer can buy me for an arranged marriage. God almighty. She got the sniffles. Yeah, I have to go. Marriage is like being on a lifeboat. Your movement is rocking your boat too much. It's hard to bring others on. Exactly. Steady the boat first. Exactly. Hi, honey! Starman's bringing in the litter. I was so mad. Walmart on its own decided to do the 25 pounds. I didn't. The Walmart shopper decided on their own. Filthy bastards. The scream. I mostly agree, but I don't really like romance. And I really don't want kids. The last thing I want is to pass my failures on to my kids. Plus, I can't handle kids or romance. But again, it's also because you're young.
I'm going to sit back and relax while I wait for you.
No. I don't want to. Can you put them outside? You don't have to put anything on them. It's still warm enough. Shut up. I think the problem is, again, a lot of you guys are young. Like, I genuinely believed up until meeting Starman that I was just... They still had to carry heavy. Instead of 2 50-pound bags, they get 3 25-pound bags. It's still heavy. Here's what I will tell you guys. And by the way, when I say I'm screaming, laughing, I don't know if you guys have heard me scream like that before, but that is usually what I'm literally doing that. I do that so much. I hope I can get a montage of it. Tarzan. I know you felt that way since you were 12. I know many people who have felt that way. As a matter of fact, my friend who just recently lost her baby, she felt that way. She felt like she was never going to meet anybody. Nobody was going to love her. She was not going to have family. She was never going to have kids. And she has 2 beautiful children. She has a husband that loves her. They own their own home. Your life is not stagnant, guys. That is the one message I want to give you. I thought I would be alone for the rest of my life. My intention when I graduated high school, because I had nobody at first, was I was going to become a trucker, get a... Fuck you! So what I'm hearing is that I'm hilarious. Your timing was absolutely hilarious, that's for sure. I thought I was going to become an off-road trucker. I was going to get a cat or a dog. And that's it. I was going to be alone. You have no idea what's in the plan. But if you take yourself out too much, if you cut yourself off at the pass, you'll never find out. That's what I'm saying. So just don't think your life is over when you've barely begun it. Your life is not stagnant. But if you continue to do the exact same thing every single day and you never try anything new, it will be. It will never improve. It'll never get better. You want to be alone. But you always want to hang out with us, though, honey. And I understand why you told us about, you know, your family life and stuff. I just want you to remember that it can always get better, honey. It can always get better. I thought I always wanted to be alone, too. Orion, what you got? Wow, Axel. I so appreciate you doing that. Just to really frame my passionate commentation to try and get you guys to feel better. Axel decided to shit in front of the litter box instead of right in it. He's like literally right next to it. We're talking like inches. Thank you, Axel. Thank you. I appreciate you. Growing up, I thought I would have 3 cats, 2 dogs, 0 kids. Instead, I have 5 kids, 2 cats, and 8 chickens. But Nick Fuentes said I'm worthless because I don't have a baby by 18. That's why I'm looking for a change. I'm moving to Scotland. Hey, you gotta move. You gotta do what's gonna make you happy. You have to do what's gonna work for your life and bring you joy. And, you know, in a healthy, happy way. Axel a troll. Right. Who? Don't. You don't want to know who Nick Fuentes is. He's a piece of shit. That's who Nick Fuentes is. A shitty move, yeah. And now he's trying to cover it with air. Hold on. Axel, get him out. This is your nature and I'm doing it better than you. My nature is to flush it down a toilet. Your nature is to cover it in debris. So why am I doing it better than you? God almighty. Alright. What, Penny? Don't look at me like that. Ow. Ugh, my knees. I've been making the mistake of sitting in the old desk chair at my kitchen table, and it's killing my knees. And I do it because it's convenient, but it's really bad for my knees. So they hurt every day now. Okay, come here, Atticus. Ugh. Somebody keeps getting his sweaters off. Get back here. Atticus. If you could stop fighting me, that'd be great. However, we do have him on a new dietary plan, and that's been helping. I know who he is. I just ignore what he says. Moving to Scotland, just saw that. Where the fuck do you live now? Colorado. I love friendship and hobbies. Starting from mostly happen will only make things worse for me. I see no need for romance when not everyone should pursue romance, if that makes sense. It does make sense. I'm just saying. Let me put it this way. If you see somebody or meet somebody that romantically charms you, and you romantically charm them, what I worry for, and I hope you don't do, is decide still not going to pursue it because romance sucks. That's what I worry about. I just don't want you to do that. If you get a chance to have somebody that wants you and you want them, all I'm asking is that you give that a chance for yourself. Be open. Thank you. Thank you, Rocky. Yes. Sorry, I was trying to talk while readjusting a certain someone's pajamas. Don't give me that look. He hates having these sweaters on him. He hates it. She's an artist, too. I want romance and possibly family, but it seems like I'm destined to be hopeless romantic cat lady. That's what I am. But I got a man. Don't count yourself out yet. That's all I'm saying, kids. Right, Atticus. Right. I can't do it. That scares me. Of course it does, baby. You're young. Just give it time. A lot of things, I didn't drive for years because it scared me. I didn't go on a plane because it scared me. I didn't make YouTube videos because it scared me. I didn't post my artwork because it scared me. I didn't say my opinions to a lot of people because it scared me. You can have your... You too can have your rat husband. Black Cats is calling you a rat, baby. Fuck time, I want it now. You don't have to have kids to be in love, Quiet Chris. Just remember that. I'm old, I'm counted out, and Henry Cavill, my apparent soulmate, is taken. He is merely being warmed up for you, ma'am. She's just getting him ready. Okay? Don't worry. But alright, kids. It is now 8:01. Starman is waiting for me. I love you guys. The person I was 10 years ago is very different from who I am now. Exactly. At 18, I was attracted to no one. We change and we evolve. There is no need to set yourself in stone. Also, if mental health is an issue. Yes, especially if mental health is an issue. Never set yourself in stone because you will never be able to move past it. Trust me. But alright, guys. Roach Starman. Wow, Black Cats is coming at you today. What did you do, babe? Black Cats is calling you all sorts of things. She's saying you're Roach Man. You're Rat Man. I think it's because you're taking me away for today. Here's what I will tell you all. I am not streaming now again until Tuesday. So remember, this weekend, be safe out there. Make smart choices. Prepare yourself. If nothing else, make sure you have water. Make sure you have batteries for your flashlights. You have candles and you have matches. Make sure you have all those things. If you have a grill, make sure you've got charcoal or gas for it, because that way you can cook. Atticus, get off of the keyboard. If you have a butane burner, make sure you've got butane for it. Keep yourself safe. Anything you don't have to go and do, don't go do. Today is going to be the last day that people are going to start doing stuff. Go get yourself gas in your tank. Go get yourself gas for anything that you need. If you have something you need to charge, charge it now. If you have a generator, get it ready. Okay? If you live in the... Ban me, I'll mute you till I remember, Hunty, I made... And if you live in the exploding tree area, be wary of trees that explode. If you're going out during this weather, especially if your area is not used to cold weather, knock on the hood of your car every time. Because you might save an animal's life, and you also might save your engine. Remember to shovel everything up. If you don't have a shovel, you can use your dustpan for your brush to get snow and ice out of the way. Table salt does not work, but cat litter and pool salt does if you can't get sidewalk salt. Okay? Exploding trees? Yes, because when the temperatures drop low enough, the moisture inside the trees will make them expand and explode! Any traveling you need to get done, get done. If you can get some shelf-stable foods, get them done. If you don't have to travel, don't travel. That is all of my advice to you, kids. Remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. I love you all. Be safe. Be smart this weekend. Do not drive in bad weather, but remember, if you do drive and you have to, remember that if you hydroplane, if you skid on black ice, Do not hit the brakes. You release the gas, you release the brakes, and you steer the car calmly. Do not hit the gas or the brakes. I love you guys. Please be safe this weekend. Hopefully, we're all panicking over nothing. Though, partially, I do like the idea of getting a nice big snowstorm here. So, goodbye, everyone. I love you. Drive slow. Be safe. Stay warm. I will see you all on Tuesday. Goodbye.